Hello. Alright, so this is the second video, and today we're going to talk about instrumental music. For those of you who don't know what that is, because you haven't broken away from the radio, it's music that doesn't have words in it. Now, I know that earlier tonight, technically, I already posted a video, but that was really just a redo for the first video, which I did like 2 or 3 days ago. I had to redo it because there was lag in the other one. And so this is today's, which was going to be 2 or 3 days ahead of the other. So, shut up, I'm not addicted. Alright, so the reason I'm talking about instrumental music is in a more underground sense. It's actually been very big lately. There have been a lot of different genres and different bands who've been doing totally instrumental stuff recently. And I'm surprised that it's getting so big for one thing, and I think it's very cool. I think people who don't already know about it should know about it, different genres, looking into them. Other people just to know that other people are also listening to it, that you're not alone. I think this would be good for everybody. So, let's get started. I'm going to talk really about just 2 major genres tonight. The 2 that I've been really getting big into lately, and I think a lot of people, especially into underground indie music, definitely know about them. The first one is going to be electro. Now, electro has been going on at least for the last like 4 or 5 years now. Break away from different genre of electronica using a lot of it actually uses a lot of different video game sounds. Video game sounds, weird disco elements, weird kind of fuzz. Daft Punk kind of did something that was kind of like electro now back in the day when they started, but Daft Punk kind of sucks. And they're kind of boring. I like a couple of songs, but that's about it. They have like 3 good songs, and the rest of them just repeat the same thing over and over again. Have you ever heard Around the World? Oh my god. Anyway, so electro, it first got popular, I think, just a couple years ago when Kanye West was probably, I don't know, he thought that he was going to get the video of the year. Instead, it was gotten by Justice. And then Kanye, of course, was like, who the fuck is Justice? And Justice, if you guys don't know, is a 2-piece French electro group out of France. And they're pretty awesome. Everyone loves Justice. That's just kind of how the saying goes. Album's pretty good. A couple songs on there I skip once in a while, but the album's fantastic. Really good driving music, pounding stuff, really fuzzy and dancey, but at the same time like pounding and brutal and but fun, and it's awesome. It's, I think, just the opener to electro music. If you listen to that, you'll want to find more of that genre. It's definitely good. A lot of it is instrumental, a couple parts are vocal parts, not sung by them though. Another one, Crystal Castle's a really interesting one. I know if you're hearing me talk about Crystal Castles, you've probably heard of the one song that they had on the radio a little bit on MTV, and you're like, what the fuck, there's a female singer, how are they instrumental? Well, about half of the album does not have a female singer on it. About half of the Crystal Castles album, which is self-titled, by the way, if you're looking for it, just has the other guy just doing music and just working with electro stuff, and it's very cool. Also good driving music. A lot of electro, it has these different similarities to it. They're all different bands, but they all sound like you could listen to them all in the same mood. Another couple good electro groups you could listen to. Bloody Beetroots, definitely. Deadmau5, which is spelled dead, M-A-U 5. And then the other one is definitely Make 'em Bandy Set. Make 'em Bandy Set, actually, first thing that he did, so it's a one-person thing going on, one-person project. First thing that he did was he did a remix album of this album by the Proto-Men, which is this ridiculous, crazy rock ballad band who dresses up in costumes, and their first album was based on the story of Mega Man, and then their second one's a prequel to that. They're totally crazy, use keyboards and guitars and guitars and horns and choir and all this crazy shit, but they're awesome and really overly dramatic. Anyway, Make 'em Bandy Set did a remix album of the first Proto-Man CD, remixed the entire album using only video game sounds, no vocals, no instruments, no nothing. So it sounds like video game music, but all the melodies and rhythms in the actual songs are exactly the same taken from the Proto-Man album. It's very cool. Anyway, recently he put out his first album that's really his own music, and it's self-titled Make Room Band. He said it's only 9 songs. You can get it online for like $10 cheap. It's awesome, very cool, good stuff. So that's electro for you. The other thing has been post-rock. You may have heard me talk a little bit about that in my last video. I talked about Sigur Rós. Post-rock, which I think is a stupid genre name, meaning after rock, and rock is still going on. And I don't know why instrumental rock means anything with something afterward. I don't understand. Anyway, the biggest ones, I think, the ones that I feel like more people have known, have been Explosions in the Sky, Sigur Rós, and Mogwai. Mogwai, yes, of course, that little thing that's like if you feed it after midnight, turns into a gremlin, and it's like, I need you. Mogwai, I think, has been my favorite out of all the ones I've heard so far. They take a very, a general, more recognizable kind of rock feel to them with their different riffs that they use, but they keep it very slow. They use a lot of piano, and then what they do is they build a lot of different things. They do a lot of slow songs. They do a lot of build-ups into climaxes and very loud guitar parts, and not ambience, but more just music done mostly with guitar and piano. It's all instrumental. It's very, very good stuff. The album Mr. Beast, my favorite. A couple songs on there they do sing, but most of it's instrumental. Explosions in the Sky, very ambient instrumental rock. A lot of just reverb and background from guitars. A lot of just ambience. A lot of slow stuff. There'll be certain parts where they'll all get far louder, and the drums will just start crashing, and the cymbals, and this big climax in the song, and it'll go back into this very sleepy type of thing. It's very, very cool. For them, actually, my favorite album that I've heard has been the Friday Night Lights soundtrack that they did. That one, and the other one is All of a Sudden I Miss Everyone. That one is very, very cool. A lot of the big climaxes in that album, a lot of the contrast in that, so very, very cool stuff. Other bands you can look into in that genre, other than those three, This Will Destroy You, which I feel like is fairly unknown. I don't know if people have heard of them before, but This Will Destroy You, they sound a lot like Explosions in the Sky, very similar. They have some other little electronica elements in there, stuff like the Album Leaf, which is the other band. You might know them from doing a song on the Nightmare Revisited soundtrack, but other than that, they've been otherwise pretty much unheard of. So Album Leaf is another really cool one. So, instrumental music, electro, Justice, Crystal Castles, Make Room Band, he said, Bloody Beetroots, Dead Mouse. Post-rock, stupid name. Explosions in the Sky, Sigur Rós, Mogwai, This Will Destroy You, and the Album Leaf. Thanks again for watching. I hope you get some good music suggestions from me. Talk back to me. Word. Yo. To your speakers, microphone, picture, box.